family. If you're in or near Columbia, South Carolina, you've got to visit the House of Hathor, located at 6319 North Main Street. Open Tuesday through Saturday, it's your one-stop shop for African clothing, African masks, natural soaps, incense, candles, jewelry, and more. Plus, they've got a beautiful event space. Owned and operated by Baba Rutaski and Mama Neterma Canute. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the culture. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the movement. When you support the House of Hathor, you support the people.
Greetings, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to the House of Hathor's Libation, Liberation, Lifestyle Ceremony. We come this day with the message from the ancestors that will continue to bring forth our true knowledge, our wisdom, that it will bring information and instruction. We call upon you this day that you may continue to be with us each and every day that we are open here at the House of Hathor from Tuesday to Saturday from 11 o'clock a.m. to 7 o'clock p.m. We call upon you this day as we continue to be the true vessels, altars, and temples of our ancestors' energy, spirit, and soul. We will be bringing this to you live from YouTube as well as Facebook, and that you may be with us on this at this time around 10:40, so that we may continue to bring forth whatever the message is that the ancestors will bring to us. Everything that we talk about and we speak about, it will always be about libation, it will always be about liberation, and it will always be about the lifestyle that we must live as we continue to walk, as we continue to live, as we continue to love and learn our true purpose for being here. So we call upon you this day as we continue to bring forth the libation, that it is the key, it is the doorway, that we unlock all parts of ourselves, all dimensions of ourselves, so that we may continue to bring forth our truth and be justified in living our truth. So let us continue on with the libation. Let us continue to bring the ancestors involved into our daily lives. For if it was not for them, none of us would be here. We are an extension of them. We are interdependent, we are interconnected, we are interrelated, and we are interacting with our ancestors on a daily basis. So they are our guides, they are our court, they are our spiritual upbringing, and we also continue to interact with them as they continue to work with us. They instill in us, they transcend to us, they influence us, and they enlighten us. Each and every day that we keep ourselves open to the spirit of the Creator, the energy of the Creator, and the spirit of our ancestors. We call upon our ancestors far and near, fathers and mothers of our fathers, mothers and fathers of our mothers, to bear witness to all that we have done. And it is by your example that you continue to inspire us towards reclaiming our ancestral minds, regenerating our ancestral spirit, liberating our families, our homes, and our communities, and restoring our greatness as a people. We pour libation to bring into our midst your venerable ancestral spirit, radiating your great wisdom, your courage, dedication, and your unyielding commitment to victory by any means necessary. It is in the honor of our Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, our mothers and fathers, our sisters and our brothers, our children and their children, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, our aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, and elders of the community, that we pour this libation in your honor, in the honor of the Creator, the great ancestor of all ancestors, and the various manifestations of the creative spirit. We pour libation. Ashe. For our esteemed ancestors who laid the foundation for human civilization, and who provides the wisdom to which we live, and the models by which our lives are guided, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who suffered the atrocities and the horrors of our Ma'afa, but yet demonstrated the victorious power of the ancestral spirit by maintaining their dignity no matter the cost, we pour libation. Ashe. And for our esteemed ancestors who survived and made it possible for us to be here today, to continue on the valiant fight of our ancestral liberation and our vindication, we pour libation. Ashe. And finally, for our children and their children and future generations of our ancestors to come, that they too in their time will vindicate our race from all adversaries, and that they will continue to imprint upon the world the great genius of our ancestral humanity. We pour libation. Ashe. May your venerable spirit engulf this occasion to reaffirm our ancestral canity. It is done. The great ancestor of all ancestors is satisfied. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Dua Nater. So we say, Hotep, peace and power to you all this day, my brothers and sisters, and that the ancestors continue to work with us. They continue to instill in us our purpose, our intentions, our goals of all that we must exist within, so that we may continue to, in return, be reciprocated to our commitment to all that exists within us, so that we may continue to be the true vessels, altars, and temples, the institution, the industry, and the environment of our great energy, spirit, and soul. And what we're speaking about today, my brothers and sisters, it has to do with, we're going to talk about dementia. One would have us to believe that dementia has to do with, as we get older, we kind of lose our way. We find ourselves stuck in a particular time and place in our lives that we think that it happens when we become older. That our fathers, our mothers, our grandparents, as they get older, they tend to not be in the reality that we are in at this particular time. But dementia also has to do with dimensions. What dimension are you stuck in? You see, some of us, we are stuck in a dimension that it is not relevant to what we're supposed to be doing today. What dimension are you in spiritually? We're only talking about the spirit. We're not talking about the physical. We're only talking about the spirit. What dimension are you stuck in to where you're not able to know your purpose for being here, that you don't understand your intentions for doing the work that are required for you to do while you are here? So you are in a spiritual dementia of yourself. You see, you're locked in everybody else's place, but you're not in your own place of recognizing your true purpose for being here. So you have a spiritual dementia of yourself that you are not able to reflect and project your true intentions. You're not able to manifest and generate your intentions because you're stuck in a dimension that is not relevant to where we are this day. So you are suffering from a dementia of spirituality. This is what the ancestors is bringing to us today, and they're asking us to bring it forward so that we may have a greater standing on getting out of the way of ourselves so that we don't have dementia in the spirit. Where are we right now? Are you doing the work that you have been required to do while you are here? Or are you going through dementia of the spirit that does not reflect your true intentions? That is all that we're speaking about today, about spiritual dementia. What dimension are you in on this day in your life for yourself, your family, and your community? Or are you progressive enough to know that you must move forward so that you can recognize where you come from in your spirit and know where you must be in your future in your spirit? Or are you suffering through dementia, and your dementia causes you to relive traumatic experiences that came from your past, traumatic experiences of your childhood? Or are you truly working through your spirit to gain access to your true self? Are you working through your spirit to gain access to your enhancements, your increase, your enrichments, your insurance and your income of knowledge and wisdom, your income of information and instructions that will lead you to move forward and do the work that you're required to do while you're here? This is what the ancestors are bringing to us today, that we do not get suffering through our own spiritual dementia and be stuck in a dimension that takes us away from where we're supposed to be as spiritual beings having human experiences. This is all that we are supposed to be doing. We're our vessels, altars, and temples of our ancestors, and they work with us, for us, and through us. Now, the libation When we do libation, you're not calling upon the negative spirits that showed you what not to do. You're only calling on the spirits that did the work, that are not stuck in a dementia, that they weren't stuck in a dimension of themselves, that they weren't doing the work that they're required to do. You see, the negative energy, the negative spirits will have us to look backwards and stay in a place of time that keeps us locked in our traumas. The negative energies and spirits of our families, of those that are attached to us since the beginning of time, they want us to focus on all of the negativity, all of the traumatic experiences that our ancestors went through or that we went through in a space of time that reflected only on the obstacles and the hurdles that we went through to get us to where we are today. But because we came forward, not locked in our dementia of our spirituality, but that spirit brought us forward so that we may recognize our true purpose, our true intentions, our enlightenment, so that we may focus on what we must do today. And each of us have a specific thing that we are designed to do today, because this vessel only houses the spirit of our actuality, the spirit of our interdependence, our interconnections, our interrelationships, and our interactions that we share with life and nature. So we must not be locked into our dementia of our spirituality. We must be able to move forward. We must be able to build, to manifest, to create, to generate a better way of life that reflects and projects the dimension that we're in this day, so that we may move forward and do what is even greater. So let us not be locked into dementia of spirituality to where we do not recognize our true purpose, our intentions. Let us transcend to a greater place. And let us always do what's right by our children. You see, when we're locked in our dementia, we also reflect and project it forward to our children. Now, a lot of our children are doing great things. There are more of our children doing great things, my brothers and sisters, than are not. The media will have us to look at what our children are not doing. But I say, let us look at what our children are doing. There is nothing wrong with us that what is right with us cannot fix, as my brother Baba Amin always talks about. And I give thanks to that brother because he has helped me so much. Baba Amin, I give you thanks. I give you strength. I give you peace. I give you all blessings of all that you have taught me and all that you and I continue to work together on with the Uhuru Academy. Now, if you're looking for a good place for your children to learn something different, to do something different, and to learn their true purpose in life, to be educated so that they can learn, so they can live and love their experiences, look up the Uhuru Academy. They have an online school, but they also have a physical school that is located right here in Columbia, South Carolina, in Hopkins, South Carolina. If you're around that area, find out more about the Uhuru Academy. And if you want an online school, go to the Uhuru Academy International. If you're looking for a true online school that will give purpose and intentions for your children, the Uhuru Academy is the best school of knowledge that I can say that your children can be in line with, that they have an envision, an interview of themselves through the academy. Baba Amin is the master teacher of the Uhuru Academy International. He is a master teacher, a master educator. So we give thanks to him for all of the connections, the interconnections, the interdependency, the interrelationships that we share with him. He is the educator. We are the spirituality of our people. He is the educator of our people. So we give thanks to him and Mama Nkoyo. Mama Nkoyo and Baba Amin, they are true vessels. They are the collaboration of energies and spirit that truly work with children and work with families and communities, along with the House of Hathor, with my spiritual queen, my spiritual goddess, my spiritual empress, Netama Kanut Benu Kefa Ab. She is the balance of myself, Rataski Aaku Abba. We give thanks to you for being a part of this libation ceremony. Remember, do not get locked in to spiritual dementia. Because if you get locked in on that, you will not be aware of even where you are in the physical form, because you're not aware or have a greater understanding of your spiritual form. So we say peace and power to you all this day. Let us continue to live, love, and learn the processes of life that dwells within us. And let us be the true vessels, altars, and temples of our ancestors. Ashe.